So here I am in the main room of the museum, the first room that you walk into. Now, this room holds many artifacts from various criminals, including serial killers, doctors that have killed, armed robbers, the lot. It is very, very creepy. At the same time, very interesting and curious to know what has happened and if we can communicate with anything tonight in this museum. Maybe there's something attached to these items. It's been known that residual energy can attach itself. This device right here, the EVP recorder, you will be able to speak into it. The good thing about this is that I will be able to hear you if you come and speak into it. Even if I can't hear you with my own ears, this will pick it up. So what I'm going to do, anyone that's in here, I'm going to leave it also on this cabinet here. I'm going to leave that running, but please come forward, speak into it and let me know that you're here. There's people from everywhere that want to know if the paranormal is real. I know it might take you some time, but I know you can come forward. And let the people know, even at this museum that work here, that you do exist. Right, I like to try and do a few things. Like I said, with the frequency or the station on the spirit box, different things work at different times in different locations. The phone apps such as Necrophonic and Echovox, Paratech sometimes work out the best. So what we'll do is we'll try one of those apps. We'll try Paratech first.
Started scanning. Fear.
Okay, fear is the first word that comes out. I don't have any fear at the moment. Do you fear? Is that why you're being very quiet? You can use this here to manipulate the words that come out. This is a random word generator, but
Believe.
it can garner some good evidence. Believe. What?
Radio.
Radio. I tried using a radio spirit box, but you didn't want to come through. I'm going to use it again though soon, so you still got time.
Finish.
Finish. I finished because you weren't coming through. Or did you want me to just finish or wrap up?
Leave.
Leave. You want me to leave? But this is your chance. This is your chance to speak to everybody, the people at the museum, the people that come to the museum, to tell the world that it's still around. This is your opportunity to say what you want. Do you really want someone like me to leave?
Sounds.
Sounds. Does that mean you're going to create some sounds? I'm listening now.
Trial.
Trial. Trial, could that mean that somebody was put on trial? Trial for some criminal activity? Chloe. Does the name Chloe mean anything? Is that your name or is that a victim? Chloe?
Peggy.
Peggy. There's only one Peggy that I know, and Zach Bagans knows which Peggy that is. We don't want to know Peggy. Oh no. That's someone you don't mess with.
Trouble.
Trouble. You can say that again.
First.
First. Like I say, it's a random word generator. Something could be manipulating this, it could just be random. Usually if you get a lot of words in succession,
90.
they can actually mean something. 90. Trouble, 90. Peggy, trouble, 90. If anyone's here, you've still got this here, this REM pod, this thing with the red light on it. Just come to it.
Afterlife.
Afterlife. Now we're getting somewhere. That's what I just said. Afterlife. Although it's in reverse, so don't know why I showed you that. Afterlife. Are you living or not living in the afterlife?
Lake.
Lake. Come on, touch this thing, this REM pod. Speak into that.
Patrick.
Patrick. Anyone called Patrick in here? See, I've got to look into this. If any of these names mean anything.
Liam.
Liam. So we've got Patrick and a Liam in succession. Liam, what's your surname?
Mia.
Mia. Patrick, Liam, Mia. Is this meant to mean anything? Are you the victims?
Snow.
Snow.
Now could this next word 5 be in relation to the 5 names called out previously?
5.
5. The thing with this is you think I can hear loads of different words, like evening, keep out. Help comes out a lot. I'm going to put this on here. What's the name of the person in this cabinet? What's the name of the person here? Is this Amelia? Thank you. What did she do? What did she do? I'm sure I just said murder children. How many did she murder? How many did Amelia kill? Help. Feels colder down here. Conviction. I had conviction. Were you convicted? Yeah, keep speaking. Were you convicted? What were you convicted for? What were you convicted for? How many years did you get? Who's here? I heard something over here. Footstep. Who's here? If you're here, if I just heard you, come over to this red part that's light on. Flick it off. Come on. I'm not here to cause harm. I'm here to get answers. I'm a visitor. I've stopped that. There were a few things on there, like the word like convict, and then there was some male voice coming through it. A few other things as well, like a female voice. When I touched that cabinet for Amelia Dyer, it seemed like there was some confirmation, but I'll have to listen back to that. And please do let me know if you heard anything. Okay, we'll try the last app on here, which is one I've just recently purchased called EchoVox. It's a bit more complicated than the others because it's got so many facets to it. That's what it looks like. And it's got all these little menus to left, right and bottom. And it blends all kinds of phonemes, all kinds of sound banks. So anything can manipulate this, can really, it's got the tools here to speak. Come on now. Come and speak to me. You know, you wanna. By the way, some people really go on about this, saying it's awesome. Hello? Tell me what I need to do to change this if you need to communicate better. Left? Does that mean you're up there? You said left. Yeah. Why? Who's up there? Who's to the left up there? That's miles better. Left. Maybe it means this. There's too many people coming through on this. I need one person to speak only. otherwise I can't make out what you're saying. Oh man, I've had the worst cold this week. My throat is going, I'm coughing. Now, I'm here at the other side of the main exhibit, and here we have a guy that killed this particular victim in an acid bath. What he did then was put her in containers, 6 to be precise, and those containers are right here, the actual containers. These containers must hold residual energy of the victim, and possibly this killer still lingers. Maybe he wasn't satisfied in life and he continues in death. Anyone in this exhibit, if you want to communicate, maybe you are the victim that was killed by this evil murderer. If you are the victim, you can speak into this right here in my hand and let me know your name. Do you want to pass on a message to anybody out here? You can pass on a message even though you're not in the physical realm. Come on. People have told me that people are here in the non-physical realm. Been told that Albert's here. Am I correct? Is Albert here? By the way, I just heard a footstep or something across the floor. Either in that corridor or in the middle there. And again, who's there? So, the acid bath killer was called John Haig. John, are you here? John Haig, you killed Olive. John, why did you kill Olive in the most brutal way in an acid bath? It's just disgusting. It really is. No person deserves to lose their life, especially in that manner. And so you were hanged, and deservedly so. I believe in a life for a life. Are you still here? Olive, are you here? Surely you are still connected to these containers. You've got all these people that want to watch, that want to hear. And as I always say, it's a relief when I get switched off. but I would like, to get something through it. Can't tell me that nobody's here. I mean, how easy is it for you to just go to this thing in the middle of the room and set it off? The easiest thing ever. Anybody? Numerous spirits here. Good, bad. You don't want to be ignored. Yeah, I'll just show you these little containers that was used to store the victim, Olive. So that's like a figurine of the acid bath killer, John Haig. And you can see these containers, carboys on the actual floor and desk there. Those are the original containers. So it just makes me wonder if Olive is still around, her energy, from such a brutal murder. It'd be cool if you could show yourself, even if you can't manifest into a full apparition person, you could show yourself as a little flash of light on this camera, in front of my camera now, here. If you could show yourself as a flash of energy, a ball of light, shadow. Olive. Olive, are you there? Was your body put into those containers? You didn't deserve to die that way, to have your life taken away so early. But you can show yourself on this camera or pass on a message through this recorder next to me. Using the phone app, Paratech once again.
Paratech loaded. Started scanning. Oh.
Oh. That's the first word that came up. Oh. Okay. Olive, John, are you here? If so, or anybody else, come to this and give me some words, manipulate it to give me some words. It's using the environment.
Trouble.
Trouble. Oh, trouble. Well, you're right there. Nothing of significance.
Unlock.
Unlock. Unlock what?
We.
We.
Bill.
Bill.
Gate.
Bill Gates. Can't be the Bill Gates, can it? Bill Gates. Although to some he may be the most evil person in existence. To some I say. I'm not saying it. You've been very quiet.
Lost.
Paper lost. Bill Gates, paper lost. Keep going. It's very quiet. You've got all these tools to communicate. You've got cameras. You've got voice recorders,
Notice.
paper loss notice. Are you saying you notice that there's things around? Why won't you communicate? I'm going to hold this here. You can speak and say anything that you want into it. Let us know what you want. Be ready. Be ready for what? Who's here? What's your name? Give us a name. Give us a name. Speak into this, give me a name. Muriel. Got something. I hear a lot of help on this. I heard someone down there walking. Don't be shy. Who's in here? Who is in here, in this building? Albert, are you here? Who's the male, the hunched male? Who's the hunched male that ran into the death chamber section? Me? Who's me? Why are you so quiet? Come on. Is it because you're ashamed of what you did in reality, in the physical realm? Are you ashamed? I heard something different then. Are you ashamed? Did you go to prison? Did you get hanged? Did you pay the death penalty? What? That's right. Can I see it? I don't see anything at the moment. Who am I meant to be seeing? Lee. Lee. Who's Lee? Weird. Who's this woman over here in this cabinet, her dress? Who's the worst person in here? Who's this? The acid bath killer. Murder, I know. Who is it? What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name? The bath acid murderer. Murder. Who is it? Are you hiding? Are you hiding? Where are you? Where are you? Listen. What am I listening for? One person, please. Hello? What do you want to say? Any victims that want to come forward to pass on a message? Any victims that want to pass on a message? Us. Who's us? Any names? Give me a name. A name of someone in one of these cabinets associated with something in one of these cabinets. Give me a name. And I'll go to that cabinet. What did you say, sorry? Is that a little girl? Yes, I heard you. Little girl, I heard you. What's your name, little girl? Speak again. I'm here to help. Did I hear a little girl? Yes. Are you okay? Was Alistair Crowley, involved here? Is this the temple, the Druid temple, altar? Were any occultists here? If so, give me a name of who was involved. That's enough of that. Thing is, when you're listening, you kind of hear different voices. It is made up of different phoneme sound banks. There are no built-in sentences or words. So when you hear something, it can be quite amazing. And I'm sure I heard a few things in there. When I play this back, sometimes you find that you can actually hear more things than what you can in real time. What's your name, please? Jeff is here. It's you. Please. Who's here? Yeah, who? Is the male hysterical? That's right. Hysterical, that's right. I'm quite funny, aren't I? You know, what can I say? What's your name, the female that's speaking? If anyone's here, come to this, use this app on my phone, speak into it. I keep hearing the same male and female voice. Touch this like this. That's all you have to do. Do this. Repeat. I heard something in the corridor to the exhibit here, the main exhibit, where the fireplace is. Anyone here? Did I just hear you walking past? If so, make a noise again. Are you here? Watching from outside? After a week without any sleep and a second investigation within 3 days, it's taking its toll. But I'm also very excited to be here. Okay, we are now in what is known as the death chamber. What we've got in here is a bath where a murderer killed many people in that, dismembered them. And then we've got a skull over here from a serial killer. That's his real skull. Now, there must be residual energy with this skull here. It was said not long ago, in around 2014, that two women came into this exhibit in the museum, and when they came to this skull, they were told that they would be followed home, and they left swiftly. Is anyone here in the death chamber with me right now? I can keep hearing noises out there, I tell you. When you leave a room, it's like you can hear things. Anyone walking around in that room? So it says here, the skull of rapist and triple murderer Louis Lefebvre, executed by guillotine at Tours, France, 16th of April 1916. Louis Lefebvre. Louis, are you still here? At the other end of the room is like a deathbed as well. Execution bed, very nice. Over here is a noose which was used to execute John Louis Constantine on 1st of September 1960 and Wassel Jimpiuk on 27th of January 1961 at Lincoln Prison. So that noose there was actually used to execute two men. If any of those men are here that were executed by hanging in Lincoln, can you come forward and speak to me? And then over here, it says this is like a bath. This is the bathtub from flat 13 Dolphin House, Poplar, London, in which contract killer John Childs dismembered at least 4 and probably all of his victims. Whew, that's freaky. The actual bathtub used to dismember people. It's pretty gross. If any of the victims are still attached to this bathtub, please come forward. Pass on a message. I've got this app called Paratech in my hand. It's a word generator, so anybody that's here can put words through this to communicate.
Scott.
Scott. Who's Scott?
Picture.
Picture. Scott, picture. Is there a picture in here with Scott?
Equation.
Equation. I was never good at maths. What's 2 plus 2?
7.
It's not 7. Good try though.
Bath.
Bath. Oh my god. It just said bath. It said bath. Can you believe it? I'm at a bath and it says bath. You see, later. You see, this is why it can be quite exciting. Paratech, you hear, there's a bath, it says bath. What are the chances of thousands and thousands of words? What is this here? What is this? Tell me.
No.
None. It was none.
Victor.
Victor.
Adult.
Adult. Tell you what, I know it seems strange, but my neck is actually hurting all around the front and side. And guess what we've got over here? We've got a noose, and the guy over there was guillotined.
Heard.
Heard. What happened in this bath?
Freezing.
Freezing. You're not kidding.
X.
X. You're not kidding, it is freezing in this place. The caves are cold. Got another app here, something else you can speak into. Tell us, what's your name? Who's here? Is anybody there? Yeah? Who's in here? Were you murdered in this bath? Yes. What's your name? I heard a laugh there. Who's laughing? Who's the girl? Louis Lefebvre. Louis, are you here? Your skull's here. Does that mean you're here? Louis? Il s'appelle Louis Lefebvre. Comment ça va? Je m'appelle Storm. Hello. I'm now to the Echo Vox app again. Can you come to this and speak into it, please? What's your name? Whose skull is this? Who's here? Anyone that was murdered? Louis? Louis? Lefebvre? I just heard Le. You said Le, yeah. Louis Lefebvre. Louis, is that you? Take it. Louis, are you here? We? Yes. I just said Louis, are you here? It went we. It's French. And then I went we and it went yes. Is that correct? Louis, what were you killed for? Murder. Where were you executed? Tus. La France. Louis, you need to come through a little bit clearer. Does anyone know John Childs? Yeah. The noose. I've heard the noose, I've heard yes. Who's John Childs? Gonna need a bit more from you, clearer. Fifth. I just heard fifth. I've heard le, fifth. Am I putting too much together here? It's working. Works. The guy with the skull. Do you want to say your full name? Who is that? Who's here? Your wife? Who's here? Come on, you can speak now. Who's the male? Can you say your name, the male? Yeah. You see, I get words from you, so if you can just say it right now, what is your name? Say your name very, very clearly. What? This is a French person coming through here. Je parle le français? Yeah, on the app. It's going to take a lot to try and get the settings right, but it sounded like a French male, and considering that the skull over there is Louis Lefebvre, who is French, it's a bit strange. If anyone's in here with me now, I know that soccer was mentioned on the Paratech app on my phone, a word generated soccer. Could it be that someone from this section was trying to get through? If so, can you tap on the glass? Like that. speaking to this for me. When I leave here, I want to hear something good. We want to be excited. We want to know that somebody is here, that multiple people are still here. Give something to the staff that work here. Let them know that you're around. Is anyone called Albert Heathfield here? If so, come forward. Do you think and sync up Jackson? Maybe that's her name, Jackson.
Rachel.
Rachel. Rachel Jackson. You trying to tell me something? Is that someone in here?
7.
7.
Yet.
Yet.
Fear me.
Now there's something you don't want to see. Fear me. That's what it says on Paratech. This app here. Are you trying to say I fear you? If so, let me know why. Come into this spirit box. Did you say fear me? Information, exactly. That's what I'm after. Information. Just said that on there now. I'm after information. I'm no detective. Veil. Yeah.
Mason.
Mason. Are you a Freemason? Beyond the veil.
Sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
Feed.
Just stopping that because I think I can hear someone outside.
Wanted.
I mean, it doesn't strike me as the area that has activity, but just check this out. It's like a little theatre. So, even though you wouldn't think anything's going to happen down here, it seems like the darkest place. Hello audience, today I am the entertainer, or should I just say paranormal investigator, Storm, Truth Seeker, and today we bring you a host of murderers, serial killers, and many more evil people. All of their artifacts can be found in this museum, and it is said that many of their spirits are connected, still roaming. But we are yet to still find evidence. We give you this opportunity now. Any spirits in this museum, in these caves, that want to come forward. Do we have any murderers in here today? Any occultists that went to the palace back in the 1920s? Does anybody have the answers? Can you tell me what it's like in the afterlife? Does it really exist? Hello, how many people are here today? Who's here with me now? Come on, you might use this today. You can speak into it right now. Come on. Got me wondering. Obviously, this spirit box works on station signal. Maybe because there's nothing there, it can't actually produce words, but I still would have thought, with being white noise, that it could do it. I can hear whistling. Is that someone out there? Sorry, I've just got to take this camera. I can hear whistling. Sounds like it's outside, unless it's from the bar area adjoining. Man, can't see the bullies. We are here. I heard whistling. Was it around here? Well, that was weird. Unless that was the sign. Okay, come on. This is your last chance. I'm here at this exhibit. Probably the worst one. Well, one of the worst ones. Amelia Dyer. I wonder if Amelia's here. Can you hear whistling again? See, now I don't know if I'm actually hearing things or if someone is actually replying. If you're whistling, make it louder. Is anyone here right now? This is the main entrance to the caves. Maybe it worked here. Let's get Partytech on.
David,
David. Are these words going to make any sense? What else?
Yeti,
Yeti. Maybe we don't have ghosts, maybe we have a Yeti. Do we have a Yeti?
haunting,
Haunting.
oracle,
Oracle. It was used as an occultist worshipping ground.
engine,
Engine.
understand,
Understand. Come on, set this off.
interest,
I want to try that room round the corner and see if we get anything in there, because it's like not the most obvious one you would pick. I was told it wasn't the most haunted place with much activity, but you never know. Okay, I'm in a crime lab. Last bit of the night. So far, throughout the night, I've not had anything significant, but that could just be that it's a quiet night. In paranormal investigating, you don't always get everything happening. But then if someone were to come here tomorrow, it might be a different story. Then again, there might be a lot of anomalies on the footage that I've not seen. Maybe it's something that's hiding around every corner and lurking in the shadows. Can you set this off for me? Just excuse me while I take a picture. Could have sworn I saw a shadow of sorts behind the camera. Going to be relying pretty much on the unseen footage when I play it all back. Still an honour to be here. EVP session ended in a crime lab.
And so that is the end of the investigation, and thank you for watching. But here are 2 EVPs out of hours of audio from the recorder that are quite interesting.
Who's here? I don't ask for much tonight, but if you could set that off once, That's all we need.